Good morning, guys. Welcome to Fishing Lake Simcoe. I'm your host, Justin Girard. Well, today we launched out at Willow Beach Park once again, and we're going to go and search for some giant lake trout. It's closed in a few days, and it's September, so we only got a couple days left to fish for these guys before they go out and spawn on shoals, and they're closed until ice fishing season. So a little sad for me, but also I'm excited because this is the last chance to get some big ones. So we're going to get out there, try to put a pattern together, see where these fish are at. We're going to be hugging these shoals real close because they're getting ready to go up there and spawn. So stick around, still some more fishing action left to go, so let's get her going. We just got to our first spot, just set up the rods down here. We're fishing off a fox shoal right at the tip of it, and right now I'm in 74 feet of water. I'm going to go in a little bit deep and then come back right shallow because these lake trout right now are ready to spawn. We only have a couple days left, so chances are if you're watching this show, season's closed and it's September. So we're going to try to put a pattern together here, see where these fish are, but this is the chance for you to get a big lake trout. Right when they're ready to spawn, these fish are fat, they're full of fish, and I'm just hoping to get a big one today. So stick around, we're going to try to put a pattern together, put some fish in the boat. Yeah! There you go. First one in the morning. Try to move the boat around so it's a lot easier to reel in this fish. Whoa! Woo-hoo-hoo. This is a big fish. Good, he's pulling good. Just hope he stays on. When you're moving the boat kind of really sharp like that, you can really turn the fish around and that hook will pop right out. So that's why I'm going slowly, turn the boat around, put my back into the wind. That way he's going to come up nice and smooth, nice and easy. Hopefully come take a nice picture. Put him right back down. So I'm always adjusting the drag all the time. If the fish wants to take more line, I'll just turn my drag, let him take some more line. Seems like he's swimming towards the boat, and then I'll tighten the drag up and reel towards him. My thumb's always on the drag, just in case he decides to take a good run. And we can't chase lake trout until January 1st, if the lake freezes, I guess. It's still a long ways away. I'm gonna miss lake trout fishing. It's been a good season. Haven't caught a real big one. I think the biggest we got in a boat this year was around 15 pounds. Still a big lake trout, but I'm looking for that 20-plus pounder. And if you want to catch that 20-plus pounder, right now is the time to do it. And hopefully we can do it today. If not, I'll take any fish. Any size, doesn't matter. This is fun. This is a blast. Can't wait to take a look at this fish. Hopefully he's a big one. Now I've got the wind in my back, the waves are coming towards the boat. That's what you want to do. You want to maneuver your boat, put it in a good position, especially when you're fishing alone. You don't want to be struggling against the wind, against the waves, or boats bouncing when you're fighting the fish. Take your time, move the boat around, get in a good position, and just slowly bring that fish in. It'll make it easier for yourself, make it easier for the fish. Again, I have everything ready, got my net ready, got my gloves, got my pliers. When the fish comes up, start to see my lures coming up here. Oh, he's a big one. There you go. Oh, wow. Almost lost that fish. A wave came up. This is a big lake trout. Woo! This is what I'm talking about. Fall lake trout fishing. you got a chance to catch some big monsters. This is a good one. What a beautiful, beautiful fish. You take these pliers out, take the hook out of this fish. He had all 3 trebles right in his mouth. He wasn't going anywhere. All right, camera ready. I get a hold of this fish. He doesn't want to come up. Oh, what a pig. Come on, bud. There you go. Look at this. Beautiful lake trout. This thing's just, look at the belly on him. My God. What a nice fish. And this is a stocked, no, this is a natural fish. Wow, I love seeing that. Big natural fish, so healthy. We're gonna put this one back, let him get back to his spawning grounds so he can make bigger fish like this. Look at the genes on this, is good. Oh, what a nice fish. Hey guys, while we're still downrigging, trying to pick up some more lake trout, I want to talk to you about what is downrigging. And you see me use it on the show, so I kind of want to explain to you exactly what we're doing. So downrigger is kind of a device that will bring your lures down to those depths that we're fishing lake trout for. So 70, 80 feet, 90, up to 120 feet. And what is it? Well, it's a strong cable. Attached to the cable is your downrigger ball. And these are weighted, it could be 10 pounds, 8 pounds, 7. This one here is 10 pounds. And that'll bring your lure down to the bottom. Well, how do you hook up your lure? Right at the end of the downrigger ball is a clip. We call it a release clip. So what happens is, we're on top of the surface, you got your lures on, you put your line through the clip like this. Let's pretend the lure is back here, and this is your fishing rod. Well then, now we're hooked up. Now we're gonna release the downrigger and bring that basically lure down to those depths that you're fishing. So right now we're fishing 75 feet of water. I'll bring it right down to 75 feet of water. There's a counter on the top of the downrigger that will show you that depth. So now, what happens when a fish hits? Well, when a fish hits, what's gonna happen is this release clip, the line, is gonna pop right off, just like this. And now you're fighting the fish and the lure and not this big 10-pound weight. So that's how the downrigger works. Try it out for yourself and catch those big Simcoe lake trout. Now let's get back to some fishing action. All right guys, just real quick, saw the rod was bent and it came off the downrigger and the rod was going that way, line's going up, fish is going crazy. Trolling around for a couple hours with trying to find these fish. I just went into the shallower in 45 feet of water, and as soon as I hit 45 feet of water, I looked back and the rod was bent. So I think I found where these fish are hiding. This one's going crazy right at the boat here. Coming up quick right here. Oh my goodness, this is not a lake trout, this is a big smallmouth bass. Wow. Wow. I'll tangle up in the hooks here. Let's get the pliers out. These hooks were buried in his mouth here. He destroyed these hooks. There. Don't want to hurt him. Oh, that's a big Lake Simcoe smallie. Woo! Wow, look at this. Fishing for a lake trout, catch smallmouth bass. That's a first for me. We got it on camera, that's awesome. 45 feet of water on a downrigger and a little crankbait. This big smallmouth hits it. That's a big smallmouth. I'm so stoked right now. It's time for a selfie. There. Wow. That's a first for me on the Downrigger. We're going to put him back and let him get back down there. Alright guys, we talked about Downrigger. Now let's talk about other options if you don't have a Downrigger, how to get your lures down deep. Well, this is what I call a Dipsy diver. So what is a Dipsy diver? Dipsy diver is a device that will get your lure down to those depths that you want to go chase those lake trout or big walleyes or whatever you're fishing for. It's weighted on the bottom, so there's a weight here that you could direct basically the angle that this Dipsy diver is going to run. So if you want to run it away from the boat traffic, you just kind of put the weight down up to number 3. And if you want to put it down right behind the boat, you would put it 0. So now there's a specific side that you have to put this on. So it tells you in the back how to do it. Basically, always remember that whatever side you want it to run on, put the weights on the boat side. So right now this is set up for a port side, so your left side of the boat. So now what you do is you hook up your rod right into this eyelet here. This is where your swivel of your rod will go into. And then in the back of it, you'll put your lure. So you'll put your spoon, anything that you're using, spoons, flashers, little jigs, whatever you're using that you want to bring down there. So this will run like that, exactly the way it is. And as you let line out, this will push back and make it go down deep, deep, deep to the depths you want. Now there's a metric table that comes with the Dipsy diver to tell you, let's say you have 100 feet of line out, it'll probably be running about 25 to 30 feet of water. If you got 200 feet of line out, you'll be running about 50, 60 feet of water. But there's a nice metric table that comes with the Dipsy diver, not to confuse you too much, but you just set to the desired weight that you want. Now, what happens when you get a fish on? Fish eats the lure, what's going to happen is this is going to snap back just like that. Once that snaps back, that will lift out off the bottom, and basically you'll be fighting the fish with a little bit of weight of the Dipsy diver, but not the resistance that it does. Bring the fish in, take a picture, put it back down. Just another way to get down deep to chase those big lake trout. Let's get back to that fish in action. Hey guys, winds are picking up. Once again, we're at the mercy of Lake Simcoe. We're going to play it safe. We're going to head it back in. And I'm going to explain to you exactly what we're doing here, how to use a Downrigger, and what lures we're using. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Guys, welcome back. I want to show you exactly what I'm using here to catch these Lake Simcoe lake trout. We have a rig called Peanuts and Cowbell. I know, sounds funny, but it works. For the cowbell part, it's also called lake trolls, which comes in different sizes, different colors. And what this does on the water is act like a flashing bait fish. I guess a big bait fish ball, if you want to call it. And fish are attracted to it, they swim up to it. And then as for the peanut part, which is also called a spinning glow, this is what will flutter behind these lake trolls, or the cowbells if you want to call them, and basically it look like a wounded bait fish, which the fish love, and they'll just eat that like it's an easy prey. So these come in different sizes, different colors. I tie all my own, so I have them all rigged up, ready to go here. I got all different sizes and colors to choose from, depending on what the fish want on each different day. So whatever the fish want, kind of like a big buffet, I'll throw it down there and hopefully catch a big Simcoe lake trout. Now, let's get back to that fish in action. Hey guys, as I keep battling these waves and trying to hook up another lake trout, check out the footage from a couple weeks ago. So we just came back here on Lake Simcoe. Just dropped the lines down, not even 10 minutes. And I was just getting comfy and getting adjusted, and I look back and we got a fish on. Just got a little wavy out here and a little windy, so I'm gonna play it safe, take our time, and hopefully get this fish in the boat, get a nice picture, put him back in. First things first, let's get him to the boat. It's not a caught fish till he hits the net. We're just out here again on Fox Shoal. It's a good spot for a lake trout. I caught this one in about 92 feet of water, just off the shoal. It went from 60 feet to 90 feet. And I was marking some bait balls as soon as I dropped the lines down and I got here. And just kind of work the bait balls is what I do. What I mean by that is just keep going through the bait balls with your lures, and hopefully fish sees it and eats it like he did here. We're using downriggers here to get down to the bottom because it's fairly deep. Like I said, we're 92 feet of water. So that's the only way you'll get your lures down to that depth is with downriggers. And they make all sorts of downriggers, from automatic, manual ones, power ones. These are just your average downrigger, nothing too fancy. As long as it gets my lure down there and makes this happen, I'm a happy camper. So this makes it a little difficult here because it's pretty wavy, and the fish is going to go slack into the waves. So you got to keep your line tight. Keep steady pressure on this fish. Here's where most fish are lost, right out of the boat. People panic, they reel up quick. You know what, just take your time. I know it's exciting, I'm excited. I've caught tons of these, but I get excited every time. Keep steady pressure. Trust that your hooks are in there. Everything works out, we'll be happy. I can show you guys these nice lake trout on Lake Simcoe. Here's the tricky part again. Woohoo! There you go. Oh, that was tough. That was tough. But he's in there. He's got lots of energy on him. He's a heavyweight. Whew. So I'm gonna release this fish, but I'm gonna put my gloves on first, like I always do. I like to practice catch and release here on Lake Simcoe. Nothing against eating them, they're good to eat. I just like to catch them, take a picture, and put them back. I grab them by the gill and not the gill plate. Very important, so you don't hurt them. There you go, hooks out. Let's get a nice picture of this guy. This nice little guy. Beautiful, beautiful Lake Simcoe lake trout. I never get tired of catching these. You know, where my thumb is here, out of post is clipped. I think that's 2004, I want to say, but not too sure. So let's get this guy back in the water. Get him back down in the deep, let him grow big. All right guys, we're gonna put this one back, got a nice picture of him. And he's ready to go already, he knows. So I just grabbed him by the tail, let him catch his wind for a second, and get his bearings as we call it. And I'll give him a little push under the water, and there he goes. Swimming right back down to the deep. There he goes, nice. I get more excited watching him swim back down than I do catch him sometimes. It's a great feeling. It's a great fishery out here on Lake Simcoe. I'm marking more right now the fish runner. I'm gonna get my lines down right now. Let's catch another one. Hey guys, well that's it for us for today. The weather's coming in, so we're playing it safe and getting this boat back on the trailer. We had a decent morning out there, searching for some fall lake trout. I couldn't get to my spots that I wanted to because the wind was too bad, put it that way. But we still managed a decent sized lake trout and a surprise smallmouth that's never happened to me before. Also, we taught you about some downrigging tricks and what we're using out there. So hopefully you guys can come out here, do the same thing I'm doing, enjoying Lake Simcoe, enjoying fishing. So until next time, I'm your host, Justin Girard. You're watching Fishing Lake Simcoe. Come on, bud. There you go. Look at this. Beautiful lake trout. Lake trout. Check out some old footage. Check out some, what did we say? Footage? Woo! Oh, that's a big Lake Simcoe smallie. Woo! Head her back in, and we'll take a quick break, and I'm going to teach you a few tricks. Hook up another lake trout. Check out some footage from a while ago. Or no, sorry. Check out footage from. Check out some of